We are now ready to fit the electrode wire into the wire feeder unit. In this demonstration, we shall be fitting 1.2 mm mild steel wire. The reel is of standard design for this wire type. In order to attach this wire reel to the wire feeder, we first need to fit a reel adapter. This should always remain with the machine. When fitting the adapter to the wire reel, place the reel in such a way that the wire feed-off will be drawn from the bottom of the reel. Wire is never drawn off the top of a reel. Insert the reel adapter, as demonstrated, into the back of the reel. When the support legs are aligned with the ribs, push the adapter fully into position. A locating arm helps to lock the reel into position. Note this locating hole in the back of the reel adapter. This hole must align with a dowel pin at the back of the spindle shaft when the reel is installed. The reel is next slipped onto the spindle and located as mentioned to the dowel pin. Failure to locate this dowel can result in an overwind. The reel retainer must be turned to its locked position to prevent the reel from working its way off during operation. Check that the wire feeds off the bottom of the reel as earlier mentioned. We come now to lacing the wire through the mechanism. To begin this task, detach the wire tensioners from the pivot arms and then support the arms to hold them out of the way. Use your side cutter for cutting electrode wire. Before you cut the wrapped wire end, make sure to support the wire coil behind the cutting position to prevent the wire from springing off the reel. Snip the wire, but maintain support at the wire coil as you feed the end into the inlet wire guide and over the first drive roll. With your fingers, guide the wire through the intermediate guide, then over the second drive roll, and finally through the outlet guide until it protrudes from the housing. Next, swing down both of the upper drive rolls and engage the wire tensioners onto the pivot arms. Tighten each tensioner just a little and by equal amounts at this time. We are now ready to attach the welding gun to the connector. The gun cable connector must be carefully entered into the adapter so that the electrode wire, gas connector and the remote sensor terminals each enter their respective positions. Push the connector fully into position and then tighten the retainer nut fully, by hand only. If the gun is water-cooled, then the waterline connections should be made now. Make sure to connect the matching colors or the water flow will be reversed through the gun. Next we need to feed the electrode wire through the cable to the contact tip. Make sure that the wire tail is removed from the reel to prevent a possible wire snag or hand injury. The power switch is now turned on as we need to activate the wire feeder. Arrange the gun cable in such a way that there are no sharp bends, and then, holding the gun away from your body, operate the wire jog switch. This will start the drive rolls and the wire will be pushed through the cable. Operate the wire feeder until the wire exits through the contact tip. Switch off the power until you are ready to begin welding. To complete the preparation, connect the work lead to the appropriate inductance tapping on the machine. In practice, inductance needs to be increased as the wire size is increased. For example, on this unit, according to the operator's manual, we should, when using 1.2 mm wire, connect the work lead to the number 2 inductance tapping. This concludes the basic preparation of a typical welding unit. In the following program, you will learn how to operate the equipment and make the necessary adjustments to perform basic welding tasks.